to my channel. It's Ella, and today I'm going to do a video all about sorority recruitment. So I put on my Instagram what questions would you guys want to know, ask me anything about recruitment that I can help you with, if you're looking to do a sorority, or if you're just what's the whole process. I'm interested, I'm intrigued, because a lot of my friends are what, you're not this type of sorority girl, what is this? One thing I can tell you, there is no such thing as the sorority girl. There's sororities for everyone that fit. If you're more of a tomboy, you're really girly, you're into school, there's something for everyone, and there's girls in every chapter that you can be friends with, 110%. There's no just you have to fit this one mold, and if you go in thinking that, you're not going to find where you want to be. I'm so sorry if my angles change all the time. The lighting in here sucks because I'm filming towards the afternoon, which was bad on my part, but it's just been rainy all day, so the clouds have finally dispersed. So I was like, oh, I can film now. So I'm sorry if the angles always change. I'm just trying to get the best light possible. So yeah, I'm sorry. And then for the whole recruitment days, that was probably my biggest question. What were the recruitment days and what were they like? So how we did it at Texas State, you went from our student center, and then they would bus you to a hotel because it was a lot easier just to meet there. You could have all the chapters there. It's just a lot bigger meeting rooms you could have. And so the day 0, they put you into little groups in the hotel with recruitment counselors. And then your recruitment counselors, they're awesome. They're usually really nice. They've given up their letters for the whole recruitment process. They've taken them, they don't wear their shirts, they don't talk about it to you. They're really just there to help you, and they have an unbiased opinion of every chapter. They're just there to help you understand where you want to be, to help you find your home. So they're really awesome. Don't go in it oh, I don't know if I like you, figures of authority, coming from high school, you think you're the shit. Just go in it really cool, because if you're cool, they'll be cool back to you. So I would recommend just building a really good bond with your counselors, because the more you help them, tell them what you like, the more they can help you figure out where you want to be. So that day 0, you pretty much spend most of the day, or at Texas State we did, in a smaller meeting room. I think there was about almost 50 girls in my my RC group, and then so we pretty much stayed in that meeting room for the majority of the day. And at the end of the day, we went and met all 8 chapters in one of those large halls that the hotels have usually for banquets or things like that. We met all 8 chapters. We have an hour. We just talked to them. They pretty much just let you roam free and talk to anyone. And then that was the Sunday before class started, the first week of class. And then after the first week of class, we had Labor Day, and then all of Labor Day weekend was recruitment. So let me tell you, you need to bring snacks. You need a water bottle, you need to bring a book, coloring, anything, because they take away all technology. DVD players, your phone. You can't really do your homework because everything's online now, so I really recommend printing it out if you can. Even if it's just math worksheets online, just print them out, bring a calculator, they'll let you do that. Because you're sitting there all day long until you can talk to the chapters. And you usually have to be really quiet in a meeting room. So what we did was, for the first day, it was just you went and met all 8 chapters, and you had 40 minutes in each room, all the chapters, instead of going to their houses, because in San Marcos all the houses are spread out through the city. We don't have a row like Bama or A&M, they're in a row. So here we just spread them out through the city because the city has grown at different rates, and the chapters have bought new houses or they remodeled, so it's just easier to have them all over the city. So then what you do, or what we did, I guess, we would go and we would wait in one large meeting room, all of the potential new members and their recruitment counselors. We wait in our little section with our groups, and then we would wait until our time was called. So then you would go, you would meet every chapter, and we have 8 at Texas State. We would meet all 8 chapters, and we had 40 minutes at each chapter to talk to the girls. And I really recommend tell them a lot about you, but don't make it all about you. You still want to know about the chapter. Tell them oh, I really like this about your philanthropy, tell me more about it, or what are your sisterhood events, things like that, because for the first day, all they know is the 40-minute you. You want to be the best you that you can. So that's why I really recommend bringing snacks, bringing anything that keeps you comfortable, a blanket, a pillow. If it's like pillow pet, who cares? Like, be as comfortable as possible. Bring makeup, bring like makeup remover, bring anything, because if you don't want to wear makeup all day, take it off and put it on in between rounds. Like, I know there was a girl in my group who would take off her eye makeup and then put it back on because it was uncomfortable, but she knew like she wanted to look her best. But if you don't like to wear makeup every day, don't. You want to come off the most you as possible. Like, if you come in full drag, come in full drag. But if you're like, I just like to wear lip gloss, just wear lip gloss. Wear what makes you comfortable. The first day when we were just meeting all 8 in our 40 minutes, they gave you a shirt to wear, so we wore, it was like a formal, it just said Texas State Formal Recruitment, and then I wore a blue jean skirt and then little sandals, because you want to look nice that day, but every other day of the week you're going to be wearing heels. So I would really recommend like really wearing sandals as long as you can, especially because it's a really long day. Our first day was a 15-hour day. We got to the buses at 7 a.m. They were late, so we had to wait outside. And then there was a couple different mishaps at our first day meeting the chapters, so we had to restart some rounds, and we ended up not being able to leave until past 10. I didn't think I got home until about 11:20ish, and then we had to be up again at 7 to start our next round. So then how they do the rounds is the first day you visit all 8, and at the end of that day you go to selection. And they have their RCs have their computers, and you select. At Texas State we did our top 5 that we want to be invited back to. And then the other 3 that you don't really care about, like if they invite you back, they invite you back. You go like to see, like you go to meet them, but like you're not like interested in being that chapter. And then the chapters can either cut you or they can invite you back. So the max invites you can have for day 2, I guess it'd be considered day 2, would be 5, and then some people can be cut all together. And then so for day 2, I had 3 out of my 5 invite me back, so I was really excited. I got all my top choices, so I was like, I'm great, I'm having a great time. But you want to be really calm and relaxed, because there's a lot of girls who bawled their eyeballs out probably the entire day because they didn't get called back by the chapter they want. But then there's some girls who are so excited, they're screaming and jumping, and like there's both sides of the spectrum. So even if you get the ones you want or you get the ones you hate, you don't want to be ungrateful, because there's some girls who are completely cut altogether, who none of the 8 chapters invited back. And that probably is a really awful feeling, so you never want to make anyone feel really bad. Because there were girls in my group who all of their top 5 choices invited them back, and then there were some there was a girl in my group who only one invited her back, but it was her number 1. So she was so excited. So you just have to be really grateful for any situation that you get. Hey guys, so obviously it's a different day, I'm in a different outfit, I had to go to class, so I decided just to continue filming today. So I know I've already touched on the first couple days. So for the third day, I believe it was our third day, was pref night. Pref night, you usually dress really nice. At the beginning of the video, I'll include my outfits for each day. I'll just do a pan of them. And then, so back to pref night. For pref night, please go, even if it's a sorority you're not considered, like, you don't want to really be in. If they invite you back, please go, because they put a lot of time and hard work, like, wanting to have you there. Like, they get to know everything about you, your name, like, the ceremony is super personal. A lot of girls get really emotional and cry, like, chapter girls, or even, like, P&Ms, potential new members. Like, it's really emotional, so I would really recommend going if you have the chance, because that's something. They've been doing pref night for however long sororities have been around, so pretty much since like the 1900s. However, they've been doing pref night, and it's something really ceremonial and really special, so I'd really recommend going. And then for pref night, really just helps you make your decision. So pretty much that's usually the day most girls know where they want to be, or at least know what they want their number 1 choice to be. Like for me, so from moving from day 2 to pref night, for day 2, like you went from your amount of options, so I had 3, and then you had to go down to 2 for pref night. So then I ended up just picking my top 2, and then I got invited back to both of my 2 for prep night. So I went in. Prep night, you had I believe a full 55 minutes in there in each one. So then for the full 55 minutes, there's a ceremony. They talk to you, they get to know you, and you basically tell them, like, this is my home, this is where I want to be. I would be ecstatic to see you on my bid day card. Or you say, I would love for this to be my home, but I know my heart lies somewhere else if you don't want that to be your chapter. Like, if you know you belong somewhere else, but like, don't be afraid to just say you love it to both places. Like, that's pretty much what I did, because I was really happy with both of my choices. I could consider both of my choices my home. I was really, really happy I got Alpha, Gamma, Delta, because they had been my number 1 since, like, day 2, and then going into day 3, they were my number 1 choices both days. So I was really happy with that. So I ended up being really lucky. But just know what you want and let them know too. But don't be rude about it. Like, try to be as calm and collected, and just be like really classy. Be like, I want to be here, I love it, but like, I know my heart belongs somewhere else, or I know I would fit better in another chapter. And then for bid day, the fun day, everyone's usually super happy. We did ours in a gym. So at our rec center, like, they had this one big gym, and then they have all the sororities with their banners lined up in like not a circle, but it was almost like a square, like this. It was like this, and then you went from that, like, and then all the P&Ms, we sat in our little RC groups, and then our RCs are wearing jackets, and then they reveal themselves, like, what chapter they were in, and then we were all sitting on top of our bid day card, and they're like, 1, 2, 3, like, you opened your bid day card, and you got to see exactly where you were, and everyone was, like, super ecstatic and excited. And then you run to your chapter, and everyone gets excited, you get your signs, you get shirts, and then from there, Alpha Gamma doesn't have a house since we're pretty new to campus, so we went from there. They bused us to like this really cute, like, I want to say it's like a barn, but it's not a barn. It was like out in the middle of San Marcos. It was this huge, like, event center, but like the outside was like a barn, and they had a taco truck, they had desserts, they had all this stuff, and you pretty much just got to meet your new sister mother, which is whoever your bid day buddy is. And that was really fun. And it's really fun, just like, go and really just try to enjoy the festivities, take as many pictures as you can, because like, you only experience bid day once. Because if you get a bid from somewhere and you reject it, you have to wait another full year till you can, like, do rush again. So, and if you wait another full year, it's just a lot harder to get in, because people already kind of know, like, you pretty much were like, like, you didn't get in there, like, you're being rude about it. So you just want to be really calm and collected and happy of where you be, or where you end up. So yeah, I don't know, I pretty much think you just want to be happy. That you have to be prepared, because there were a couple girls who were really upset with their bid day card, and they just left in tears. But you just can't really focus on that. You need to focus on yourself and how you feel. Like, if you're upset, just go and see, because like, until initiation, you're still a pledge, so you still don't have to pay your dues yet. You don't have to do any of that. So just go and see, because like, you may find your very best friend in your sorority, or you just may be like, oh, it's not for me. But like, I definitely think my overall experience was really positive, and I really liked it, and I would really recommend it. Even if like, you think you're 100% not the sorority type, or you don't think you can pay for it, I would definitely recommend it, because they have payment plans. Like, you can pay one thing at a time. Like, I worked all senior year so that I could afford to do stuff in college. So I definitely recommend, if you're younger right now, start saving what you can. Like, I'm not saying save everything and like not enjoy your senior year, but just like, if you have a couple bucks that you could save from going to Starbucks, just put it away. Like, just put it in like your room, or put it in the bank, and just like, don't think about it, just put it away. And then eventually when you come to college, you'll be like, oh my gosh, like, I have like a couple $100, and like, wow, like, I can actually afford to go out with my friends, or get new shirts, or like, be able to do all these things. So I would definitely recommend saving, especially college. College is so expensive. Besides tuition and room and board, just like going out to eat, or even like fast food, like, everything's so expensive. And there's so many things you need, especially if you live in the dorm, because you don't have any comforts of home. You have a super tiny fridge, so you always have to restock things. So I definitely would recommend that. And then, so that's pretty much everything I have to say on my recruitment experience. I loved it, and I would definitely recommend it to everyone else. So like, comment, and subscribe, and then I'll list all my socials down below.